I met Diane as an official. I think my first impression of her was, "Sue, do something," because she didn't quite agree with what the official was calling, even though she, Diane, was not in a position to make that judgment, but she thought she was. And then my second impression was, oh dear God, we have another crazy coach. That turned out to not be true. Diane was very rational, and when the game was over, and we moved on. Almost every year I'd see what Diane had at Loyola and think, oh, this is a building year. They're not going to do anything this year. And inevitably they'd always be in the playoffs because she was that good of a coach. As a coach, Diane was very intense, but she was very rational on the field. She could get upset, she could get animated, but she was never rude. She was never in an official's face, and she demanded a lot of her players. And I think because of the respect they had for her, they gave her a lot. Diane received a multitude of awards and accolades, the Tuarton Lifetime Award, Coach of the Year 3 times. Her team, it almost seemed that they were always in NCAAs. But I think she was most proud of her kids as a team and not the awards that they got. A lot of Diane's players have become coaches, but many more have become mothers. All the time when I run into players, they'll tell me how if they get into a jam, something's going wrong, they'll think, how would Diane handle this? And that's her legacy. That's what she's leaving to the people that she coached and her family. So I was able to tell Diane that before she died, that her legacy would not be her lacrosse records. It would be her kids and the family that she has raised. Her unique contribution was the sense of family and the sense of one that she developed with her teams. There were very few individuals on Loyola's teams. They always played as teams. So I'm so thankful that Diane has finally gotten into the Hall of Fame and that her former players, coaches, family, John, Catherine, the kids, Patty, Carolyn, Bob, Andrea, are all here to share that. I can still see her now in those shorts and that Loyola polo shirt, just smirking and smiling down on everyone. There is no doubt she is here. We'll all have a drink for Diane tonight.